Hey guys, welcome back to Westmount Clunkers. So clearly we've been gone for a while, and the reason we haven't done a video in a long time is because we had that fire, and then winter hit, and then everything was just in storage. So we couldn't get anything out of storage because the garage was snowed in. So we've been able to assemble this engine, the Cadillac 472. The engine is basically like 95% assembled. We just have to put some brackets on here and there, some sensors, and we're gonna paint it, which we probably should have done before we assembled it. Probably would have been way easier, but nonetheless, we're gonna paint it. We're gonna powder coat the valve covers, and so yeah, so the engine is basically assembled. We have the Turbo 400 back here. It's just connected to the bell housing. The actual transmission isn't connected at the moment. We have all the parts to rebuild the transmission, which we will do at some point. But aside from the engine and the car, we do have a spot in the Great Race for 2024, in which we are going to race this car. If we can get it done before then, get it to a point of drivability before then.
Gonna be close.
Yeah, so we're cutting it. I mean, we still have a year at this point before the car has to be ready. So we're trying to get it done. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Today we're going to work on so we already basically mocked the engine up in the engine bay. We've got it kind of where we want to fit. We've got some more finagling to do, and then hopefully build engine mounts today. And then we'll try to turn the engine over a little bit.
Well, we have to throw that Camaro rear end first,
Oh yeah.
and then throw that drive shaft in and see where that sits before we can finalize the location of the engine.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's going to be really. It was going to be really tight in the engine bay, surprisingly.
Yeah. So we got like 3 feet in front of the engine that is just empty space because this engine is about half as long as the straight 8. But it's significantly wider, obviously, and not as tall. So it sits kind of down low in the engine bay, and we're right up against the firewall. We're trying to move it forward, but we're having issues with a center link being in the way.
This really deep oil pan is kind of. It's not convenient.
Yeah, we had to use a rear sump oil pan to clear the cross member, but we were running into other issues with the clearance of the drive or the steering linkage. So we'll figure something out. It's not a huge deal. It'll just take some time to figure that out. Originally we had a Ford 9-inch that we were gonna throw in, but the Ford 9-inch is significantly longer than the current rear end. So, but I do have a 78 Camaro back here that has a GM 10 bolt that is 1 inch longer than the rear end of the stock Pontiac rear end. So it's like half an inch on either side. That's slightly longer, which I think will fit just fine in there. And then we have the drive shaft from the Camaro that will probably, if it's long enough, we'll probably throw in there with the Turbo 400. So that's where we're at with that. So we'll try to mock that up today as well. So that aside, with a Great Race, it's a significant expense for us. So we're trying to raise some money. We do have a GoFundMe, which we'll put in the description down below if you feel inclined to donate. I understand there's way more important causes to donate to, but if you feel inclined to help out, that'd be great. Otherwise, we do have some t-shirts back here. We have we have t-shirts with the Pontiac hood emblem, the Chieftain hood emblem. I drew it up myself. I hand drew that myself. So threw it on a t-shirt. We've got 2 different styles. We've got it in black with a white emblem and white with a black emblem, and it's got West Mountain Clunkers on the back side.
with the Pontiac.
Yeah, with the Chieftain back there. So we'll have these for sale. If you guys want to buy a t-shirt, these are the only 2 colors we have at the moment. If you guys want more colors, we'll see what we can do. But if you want a t-shirt, I'm not really, I think it's like $20 for a t-shirt. I'll have to double check on the website. But all the proceeds will go towards the Great Race. As far as we have to pay for our own lodging, the fuel, any unexpected maintenance costs, or
and just-
repairs.
So we have a spot for the race. We have
Yeah.
a deposit,
Yeah.
our spot locked in, but we do have to have how do you know what the money is, what they're calling it, but a substantial, I guess, fee.
It's basically just an entrance fee that
Yeah.
pays for all the events during all the checkpoints.
So we have to have that alongside with fuel and all the other necessities, and it's gonna be quite spendy.
So yeah, it'll be expensive. The 2024 race will be going from Kentucky to Maine. So yeah, we plan on partaking in the race. So if you guys want to buy a t-shirt or just straight up donate, we'd greatly appreciate it. And like I said, all the funds will go towards the cost of the race.
We will be having a sort of a raffle type thing, which we will talk about at a later date when we get to that point. But it's going to be a raffle out of which you guys can maybe win some stuff. But yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to that point. It's not quite ready at this moment.
The raffle, I don't if you want to go into detail about it. It's just so he does blacksmithing. He makes custom knives, and he's gonna make a. What are you gonna make?
Okay, well, since we're talking about it, so the plan is I'm going to make a knife set. It's going to be a Bowie knife with a hatchet that complements it. We won't get into specifics about it right now, but we're going to raffle that off as a set, and then I will make another single knife by itself, which we'll raffle off as well by itself. And that will hopefully go towards the race. Well, I mean, it will go towards the race, but hopefully it'll help out with the fees and costs and stuff.
So yeah, we've got a few options if you guys feel inclined to help out. Again, don't feel obligated. Like we don't want to beg for money, but there are options if you would like to help us out.
And if we don't have, if we can't, it's not the end of the world. We can always get our deposit back if we can't come up with the money, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, there's always next time. So, yeah.
All right, let's get this engine put in.
Your papa said to steer clear, 'cause I lead to the grave. You better run away, run, and fire your gun. 'Cause once I have you in my claws, I'm gonna bite out your heart. You won't bite out my heart. I'll be the one to liberate you from the danger cat, all the danger. I'll free your mind as I line 'em up and shoot 'em down. So the hunt is on the hunt, and I'm 2 miles away. You and your brood just walk around in front of the cave. You better run away, run, and hide in the trees. 'Cause once I have you in my sights, I'll take a shot with these. Try to sneak up on me. I'll be ready. I'll be the one to liberate you from the danger cat, all the danger. I'll free your mind as I line 'em up and shoot 'em down. I'll be the one to liberate you from the danger cat, all the danger. I'll free your mind as I line 'em up and shoot 'em down. Follow you into your den with a pistol in my hand. Distant grounds followed by silence as I'm taking off your head.
Alright, after many hours, we got this rear end out of the Pontiac. And these are the leaf springs of the Pontiac. This is a leaf spring off my old Camaro. We're hoping it would work, but it's about ½ an inch too wide. So we ended up buying brand new leaf springs for the Pontiac, and we're gonna end up using new stock leaf springs on this rear end. This is the rear end out of my 78 Z28 Camaro. It's ½ an inch on both sides, longer than that, but I think it'll still work. These tires are the same exact size as those tires, so it'll be a good reference point. The only thing is this bolt pattern is 5 4 3/4. That bolt pattern is 5 on 5, so we can't use those tires on this. But I did buy some adapters, which aren't here yet, so I'll throw the adapters on there once we get them. That way we can run those tires. It'll probably stick out about 1 inch wider with those adapters, so hopefully we still have enough room. Well, I'll have to find out, but we're going to slide this onto the car. I'm going to put those old springs on here just so we can mock it up and get the distance for the drive shaft. So, and I'll do that right now.
So I think we had to go your way a little bit. Hold on, you hold that up and I'll push this that way. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna hit this bumper support.
Can you push your way?
I think it'd actually be easier to go your way because we have this brace right here. Ready? Alright, go. Let me get this side. You back up a little bit. You went too far. Back your side up. A little bit more. Okay. Get it there. There we go. Alright. Bring it.
You want to lower it real quick?
Let's bring it out this way first. Ready?
Yep.
Ready? Yep. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna lower it.
Yeah. Let's pull your way just a hair.
Yeah, it's crooked.
Roll your side to the front. Okay, I think we're good right there.
Okay, that's really long. Perfect, we can shock both tires.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I think once we get the springs on, it'll help position that.
Yeah.
So now we just have to rotate the axle or the rear. You alright? What?
Metal splinter.
Alright, we've got like no light under there.
Here you go, lay over there and get it in, and I'll push.
Alright.
So you can mount the rest of the back.
I cleaned it up.
How much are leaf springs?
I bought some earlier. They were about $180 a piece, but about 120 for shipping, so about 400 total.
So that's why you're using the old ones.
Well, we're just using this to mock it up. We bought replacements for these because they're really old.
So we should probably just pull back.
Oh, that was
Okay,
incredibly
so now we
easy.
just need the bolt to hold it in.
What should be over there?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Oh, here's that stud for the bracket.
Oh, it's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, found it. Do they have a washer on them? Oh, yep.
That was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
We're gonna line up this nipple with the hole right here.
Yeah, you want to do that now? So
Well, we gotta rotate this, so I'll need
Oh.
you to hold that up. But it might be easier once you get that
well,
bolt.
can
in.
you straighten it out? Okay, go my way. Push. Go that way. Okay, go push up.
push it up?
No, your way.
What do you mean?
Push your
Oh.
end up. No.
Might be easier if you push the bolt in from the
The backside.
yeah, because you're gonna need to get a nut on it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to line up the holes. Ah. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Okay, almost there. Needs a dead blow. So in case you need the dead blow, tap them on there. Matter which side goes where.
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Might need to rotate it up. Yeah, I was trying to. So just cut on this end.
Yeah, mine's coming in too.
Can't see that?
God damn it.
I think there's supposed to be a washer on there.
On the bolt.
Yeah.
Did you get yours on?
Yeah, but I don't want to take it down without a washer.
Yeah.
Can you have the dead blow, please?
Find your washer.
No, I found a lock washer and that's right.
Okay, I just need a ratcheting. Son of a bitch.
Okay. Alright guys, so unfortunately we didn't get a chance to mock up the engine, or at least make engine mounts today. We did put the Chevy 10 bolt back there from my old Z28 Camaro. It fits perfectly. Got the old, so we put the old leaf springs from the Pontiac onto that rear end without making a bunch of modifications. We weren't going to make the Chevy leaf springs work.
They were too wide for the shackles that we have, and there's a little pocket that the front end of the leaf springs sit in, and the Camaro leaf springs were
About like a quarter of an inch too
Yeah.
big. So we put the old Pontiac leaf springs back on. We cut the brackets off, put the brackets on the rear end, welded them on. You saw me do that. I'll go back later on, do a second pass on the welds, make sure they're nice and strong. And we're gonna dress up that rear end, repaint it, redo the brakes.
got new leaf springs.
Yeah,
got
we
shocks.
already ordered new leaf springs to replace those old ones. And we already got new shocks, which we'll redo. We'll put in next time. The main objective we got done today was putting that rear end in. That way we can put the engine in and figure out the length of drive shaft we need. I'm hoping the drive shaft from my Camaro is long enough.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it is.
It's gonna,
It'll be close.
because we didn't get that put in today. It's gonna delay us figuring out that yoke for that transmission.
Yeah.
So I mean, at least we can mock it up, but we won't.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I
gonna be a
mean,
little bit before we can actually hook it all up.
yeah,
so-
but
That's all right, as long as we have the general idea.
so.
So close.
Yeah, so hopefully next time we can figure out the whole drive line and then actually build engine mounts next time, hopefully, and then paint the engine, finish putting the accessories on, powder coat the valve covers. We still got to put the fenders on.
We're still gonna paint those.
Yeah, but that's going to be a while because we need to figure out exhaust and stuff
Yeah.
before we do that.
We need a new
'cause-
steering column.
Yeah, we got a lot to do,
Jeez.
so. I thought we accomplished a lot today, but.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty good about it until we started listing everything out.
Yeah, I gotta put the adapters for the Chevy rear end on to switch it to a 5-on-5 bolt pattern. And though we're like an eighth of an inch off center, one way or the other, but we may not be because the tires might be. We were measuring off the tires, so we'll have to figure that out. So I'm really hoping with adapters I ordered, we can still get the tires on. It's gonna be really tight, but we might have to cut holes in the new trunk fan that we wadded up. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're gonna end this video here. So again, if you guys want to support us, don't feel obligated to, but we'd really appreciate it. I'll have the links to the t-shirts for sale. We will have the details for that raffle. Not this video, but maybe next video or the video after.
And it's gonna be a bit,
You know,
because we're gonna be gone for a little bit. So
Yeah.
We're gonna be gone. We just got back from
Okay,
our break,
we'll have
and then
to-
we're going on vacation, and then it's gonna be a bit, but we will have the details.
we'll get the details out for that raffle if you're interested, and then I'll put the details for the GoFundMe if you just rather donate. Again, don't feel obligated. There's way more important things to put your money towards. But again, if you've got spare change, we'd greatly appreciate it. It's gonna be really expensive for us to go on this race, so every little bit helps. So we appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Hit
the
like,
like,
subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you next time.